seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Green Bay Packers. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
All right, guys, Defjam669 in the house. Bustedknuckles League. I am going up against BNT. BNT has had my ass.
They go play action now. Wilson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win.
He has dominated me these last couple seasons, or actually every game.
Following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him.
And
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I couldn't see shit.
The 40 before he's out of bounds. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here.
Oh!
And there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Fuck no. You guys see that bullshit? That was a pick. That was a fucking pick. You motherfucker. Oh, that was such a fucking pick. I got done dirty. That was dirty. That was dirty.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Back to throw again. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
That was done dirty, yo. I had that fucking ball in my hands. And Aaron Jones ended up coming up with it, saving the fucking drive.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point.
That was fucked up. That was fucked up.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Play action. Now Wilson. And the Packers give him
Bitch,
nowhere
dude,
to
he's
go,
coming
and
off
they
that
bring him
edge.
down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Chubb running right. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Hey, 0-0. 36 power.
They go play action with Wilson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get
I have the kicker to kick it.
Now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Nope. He missed that bitch bad.
And that one will be no good. He
Bitch.
never had it online. It's well wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
What the fuck, dude? I was going to say not twice.
You can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me,
No.
if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a corker in that day to give yourself a chance.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes,
Yeah,
and that's going to be a first
really?
down. Well done. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That's caught by
Fuck.
Waller out left side.
Come on, Hamilton.
And it's a Packers
That
touchdown.
was you.
Darren
Dude,
Waller
all you do is
has
slants.
11 touchdown on the
That's all you
year.
do, B&T.
And the
You
Packers
just do
add
slants
6
and
to the
shit.
lead.
All you do is
Santos
slants. You're
able
like
to
the
tack
slant
on the
champion.
extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Chubb. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Fuck
3
outta
yards won't be
here.
enough here as that'll bring up
I
4th
can't even
down.
fucking
I
get
do know from
that.
experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a gift to Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson.
Fuck, dude, you were open and I couldn't get it out. What the fuck?
Sam Hubbard, he's the one to get him, and that is
Dude,
sack
you're
number
fucking
7 for
open
him
too,
on the year.
bitch.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Wilson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good.
Oh, fuck, it's raining.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando,
I didn't throw the cover on yet.
Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Just shut it.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
to throw again.
Got a man able to find Rodgers. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's out of bounds.
B&T, man, we are going to have a talk, dog. You do a lot of slants, dude.
Things are in sync, aren't they? Teams winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down here to the tight end.
Oh, fuck!
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Yeah, man, we got to have a talk. You do a lot of slants, dude. You spam your slants, dude. That's not how I want it to be ran in this league, but you got to change it up. Fucking run the playbook as it is at times.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception,
yeah, dog, you're killing it with the slants, dude. You're currently the slant champion.
Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's crazy, dude. That's just crazy. That's just insane. There's only so many things you can do to actually defend the slants, and you defend one side and the other side's always open, so it's pretty frustrating. It is.
Now it's Wilson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Like, I think on that particular drive you had, dog, I know you did a slant one time on each possession. It was every time.
That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks.
Look, so many, I think so many tight ends that could have actually made that catch.
Those guys found a way to pick it up.
Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
To remain on second down. Play action. It's Wilson.
God damn it. I threw it right to you. Should have waited a split second. I wanted to actually throw it over your head, but I couldn't.
Midfield to the 45-yard line. And right about now, you start to think it may be.
All right, we're going to see how we can defend this slant champion.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Looking to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
Jesus, bud. Jesus.
Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing
fucking
one of the top
hideous
5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
There we go. I think you can hear me. You can fucking hear me. Now you're changing it up, bud. There we go. You're too good of a user to be fucking going triple fucking quadruple slants, dude. You're way too good of a user to be doing that all the time.
Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left.
Oh, you motherfucker, you got it, dude. You're such a cum bucket. You're such a fucking cum bucket. I know you're asking, hear me, dude. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, people are lighting fireworks. Oh, shit. My dog's like, what the fuck? Fucking scrambled in there.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Dude, you had fucking... That's pretty good. That was fucking funny.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And you had that miracle play on your first drive, dude, with the ball went in my hands and Aaron Jones, like, snagged it out of my hands.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
You fucking dude, I am horrible right now with you.
Sam Hubbard make that now.
You make me look like I just started playing.
For a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Lions on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. Now it's Wilson.
Dude, he didn't get his fucking feet in. That was gay. Oh, that was on me too. I didn't possession catch it. Son of a bitch, dude. Do I go for it? Or do I give BNT fucking some good field position? Hell no. Giving you no fucking field position, dude. Hell no.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They go play action here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Looking again for Warren. He's got him again. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Come on, guys. What is going on with that?
Touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this
That's
train,
insane, dog.
rolling, doesn't it?
Your fucking slants get so wide open.
Runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the
I know man coverage gets beat, but it should not be getting beat, like violated.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Going for a right side here, complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
That was inhumane.
At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying,
He
hey,
read it
let
just
the
as
other
quick
guys
as I
play.
read it.
But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his
Oh
right.
my God, though.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future,
wow,
your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well and it's picked.
Oh, fucking time I got one on you. You motherfucker.
Rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Parker, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's got this one complete to Rodgers. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now. As
At least we stopped him for 2 drives.
Taking it about the 16. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Packers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get
all
back
right.
at it
Well,
again.
that was fun while it lasted.
They'll lose lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. They'll be off
I feel
to
like I kind of, I made like a change with like a minute and change left.
The Vikings.
It kind of slowed him down a little bit, so we're going to have to keep that in mind the next time we play. I'm honestly thinking of trying out, like, kind of running his defensive scheme and see if maybe, like, you know how the old saying goes, get a taste of your own medicine. So we'll see what happens with that. Maybe I will try to do some of that next game and see if I can slow his offense down a little bit. He's got his fucking rookie QB on the right track, though. Oh, that fool ate me up for 304 fucking yards. Oh, that sucked. I threw like 4 INTs. 5. Sorry, 5. So, Thompson, he was 20 for 30, 304 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 INT. Wilson was 11 for 20, 111 yards, 5 INTs. Rushing, there was not much of that. 11 attempts for Chubb, 36 yards. He did not get very many yards. Thompson, he scrambled twice for touchdowns. That fucking was frustrating too. Jones, he got himself a big play, got a touchdown. Waller was 7 for 97 yards with a touchdown. Hawkinson 4 for 53. So T. Higgins 3 for 45. I feel like it wasn't too bad of an onslaught. It just, when you look at the receptions, it does look like I kind of did decent with him. But a lot of it, I think, had to do was with the slants. The slants were saving his ass. He was doing slants left and right and left. And, you know, there's only so many things you can do to fucking prevent that. So, like I said, we're going to try something different in our next game. We're going to give him a taste of his own medicine defensive-wise. And see how that rolls out. See what happens. But anyways, I'm getting tired. I've been tired. Sewell gave up 3 sacks. Damn, dude, fucking punk. Savage got an INT. Joseph got an INT. Stokes got an INT. Hamilton got an INT. About time Hamilton's made his fucking his presence felt. Sam, he got the 3 sacks on me. We got Tolson with the INT. I was trying to throw it over his head, and that linebacker managed to jump high enough to pick it off. Cam Britt got an INT. That's just disgusting. That's just disgusting. Had me all quiet in the stream. All disgusted. That's a wrap, guys. Not much to show other than a 45-0 beatdown. The usual BNT beatdown. Welcome to the league, huh? It's all good, though. It's what we want in the league. But somebody's got to dethrone him. Someone's got to dethrone him. And at least I got an upgrade with Mullen. Ooh, speed upgrade? Damn! Got a speed upgrade. Look at that. That dude turned out to be something good. Man, I got the snot kicked out of me. Alright, I'm done. Thanks for watching. I'm like in zombie mode, not even paying attention.